For your fantasy fix this week, we'll work on some roster management as the first month of the baseball season comes to a close. A pleasant surprise who you may want to add to the ranks is Angels outfielder Gary Matthews Jr. Anaheim's free agent pickup was hassled in the offseason about being linked to a steroid ring. However, that obviously hasn't affected his performance. He's fitting in quite nicely atop the Angels lineup and would be a welcomed addition to almost any team. J.J. Hardy is our other player worthy of a roster spot. He's come out of the gate hot in April. The Milwaukee shortstop is batting a solid .283 and both scores and drives in runs. While the 23-year-old doesn't have a lot of big league experience, shortstop is a relatively thin position, and you could benefit by making the pickup. And while it's too early for us to tell you when to drop a player who you've invested a lot in, we can tell you who to keep for now. Texas shortstop Michael Young has struggled in the early 2007 season, but we're sure the former batting champ will pick up both his average and power production. Once the weather heats up in Arlington, balls start flying out of the yard, and Young has been a solid player each of the last 3 seasons. And finally, don't give up on Johnny Damon. The Yankee center fielder has yet to get going this year, but atop that vicious Yankee lineup, he'll score a lot of runs and get you a good amount of steals. Don't worry if you're at the bottom of your league, the Fantasy Fix segment is sure to boost you up a few spots in the standings. Our next pressure point is the debate over whether college athletes should be paid. And it's simple enough, college athletes should not be paid. They already live in the lap of luxury.
These guys are getting treated like indentured servants, though. Check out the large schools, especially in football. They pump so much revenue into those schools. They create a lot of fat wallets, and everybody's getting paid seemingly but themselves.
But the fact of the matter is they have an incredible opportunity to go to a university, get an education, play a sport, and then move on to the professionals where they're going to get paid, they're going to get rewarded handsomely for their efforts and their skills. So what's 4 years not being paid in college? They already get free merchandise from sponsors and whatnot. This is the best 4 years of their life. They should enjoy it for what it is and not worried about getting paid.
Well, the fact is that players in big schools, they're already getting paid under the table. So why not just put it over the table and make it legit? It's a business. Everybody else, like I said, is making money off of it. They're putting in so much work. Some of these guys putting in 80, 100 hours a week at the gym. They got to see a little bit of something to be able to, take a date out on a Friday night.
But they're not paying to go to school as it is. These guys get they get scholarships.
They don't go to school. They're not going there to go to
class.
School is it's an afterthought.
But
most these big programs.
Most college athletes still wind up getting a degree, which they can fall back on if professional sports don't work.
Not in Bob Huggins' system. I don't know if you've seen the Bearcats or now the Kansas State.
Overall, you have to believe in the education system in college, and that these guys are going to get an education. That's something that they're not even paying for. They get scholarships, and so they might as well just wait till the pros until they get paid.
They're putting fans in the seats. I say you put some cash in the hands.
All right, fair enough.
Good arguments, guys. I'm going to have to give the edge to Drew Bonadelli in this segment. Drew was a little bit more animated. I liked his arguments a little bit better. And Jordan may have a little less hair to worry about as a result. Stay tuned to the end of the show to see what I mean.
I appreciate it. Of course, it was a clean sweep right there with the broom, but a long show. I'm feeling a little tired. I think we need to make our Rolaids relief call to the pen here. Bring in Connor Driscoll for the final rant.
Good call, Drew.
Thank you, Drew. Today I do have something to rant about. I have to rant about professional athletes and their need to make a fashion statement while playing their sports. First 2 players, Ben Wallace and Andres Biedrus. I love the Golden State Warriors and I love Andres Biedrus, but why do you have to gel your hair before each game? And Ben Wallace, Chicago Bull, why do you have to wear that headband every game and get fined each game by your team for wearing that headband? The two, you need to spend more time on the free throw line practicing your strokes than in the locker room looking in the mirror worrying about what you're going to look like during the game. Biedrus shoots free throws, line drives at the rim. They're just ridiculous. I have no idea why you do it. You guys both have touch near the rim. Now you guys need to touch on the free throw line. Then Manny Ramirez, you in your baggy uniform with the Boston Red Sox. Why do you need to get fined each game just to wear a baggy uniform? It's unneeded. and I don't see why you have to do it every game. It's a fashion statement that doesn't need to be there. Play the game. And pitchers, why do you guys have to tilt your hats to the side? Why do you have to wear them sideways? You guys say that you need them so you guys can see better and see the strike zone better. I don't think that's true. I think it's ridiculous as well. I don't think it looks good. Get out there and play the game. That's what you're getting paid for. And my final thought, Tom Brady. What are you doing walking through the streets of New York with a Yankees cap on? I mean, you're hurting your fan base, you're hurting the New England Patriots, you're hurting the whole Boston community by doing that. And I don't see why you need to make a fashion statement in New York City wearing a New York Yankees hat. It's like you're a fair weather fan. Don't do it. That's my rant.
Did you know 15-time All-Star and Hall of Famer Ozzie Smith holds the Cal Poly record for stolen bases, both in a career with 110 and in a season with 44. The Wizard also has the most at-bats in Mustang baseball history, with 754.
Thank you for tuning in to the premiere episode of Poly Sports Insider, sports fans. Until next time, may your heckles be heard and your wagers be prosperous.